Yo, what is up, guys? And we are back for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, talking a little bit about Dragon Ball Heroes today. So here's the deal, man. I don't want to say that I told you so, but I told you so, right? I don't know, man. These Dragon Ball Heroes units, they're not really doing it for me this year. Kind of looking ahead, I don't mean to bounce all over the place, but just looking ahead to like next year, we'll get the Dokkan Awakenings to like Super Saiyan 4 Bardock, Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. Like that'll be a little bit more hype to me, right? Maybe I'm just partial to the Super Saiyan 4 form, and like last year it just really seemed like there was the clear theme of the Super Saiyan 4s, right? So last year to me was relatively hype. This, I mean, Super Saiyan God Trunks Xeno, he's cool, man. Like, but that's all I'm gonna give him. He's cool. Animation is okay. We can watch the animation here in a minute. Animation is okay, just like I called it, man. It's on par with Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. It's not as though they're like, they are pulling these animations right from the anime, but these anime shows, I mean, they're like 8-9 minutes a piece. It's like, how much footage can you really pull from, you know, the Dragon Ball Heroes promotional anime? So, I don't know, man. Again, he's cool, but that's all I'm going to give him, right? So, let's move on to some other units. We'll go ahead and go through all the units here, right? And kind of see. I would love it if he led, like, I don't know, man. Could he lead, like, a Time Patrol category or something like that? Like, that would be cool, right? I don't know, man. We'll kind of see what happens. Could he be a new Time Traveler's leader? That would be really nice if he were a Time Traveler's leader. That's a little more Saiyan-centric, right? Instead of having Bojack, who's a lot more villain-centric. I could see that. That'd be legit. If he was a 170 to Time Travelers, that might be worth a few summons just to see if you could pull him. Remember, so if you need a full breakdown on the banners, like how they operate, remember that these are guaranteed features, right? But if you need a full breakdown, I just did a video on this, right? So go ahead and go watch that. I don't usually try to promote other videos and stuff. I just like to enjoy your time while you're here. So, but anyway, I did just make a video on that if you're unfamiliar, but these are guaranteed featured summons. They are blue coin summons as well, so just keep that in mind before you throw stones at it. But again, man, this guy's cool, but that's all I'm going to give him. Dark King Mechikabura, like, he's like the main villain of Dragon Ball Heroes, so it's surprising that this is the first appearance that we've had from him, right? It looks like he's going to be on the Potara category. That's interesting. Look at those Potara earrings. Rejuvenated by the Dark Dragon Balls, the Dark Empire Army's leader will appear in the Super Dragon Ball Heroes crossover summon as the Dark King Mechikabura, Power of Time Unleashed. And remember that all of these units are going to have fierce battle, right? Because they're going to come from God Trunks' Dokkan event. So God Trunks not going to be a Dokkan, he's not going to be a Dokkan Festival exclusive, but he is going to have a Dokkan event. So much like Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, much like the Masked Saiyan, AGL Tapion, etc., right? So moving on to Pan Zeno, right? She's probably like she's kind of like the personification of this celebration to me. I don't know, man. I'm not trying to be too negative about the celebration. We're gonna get a lot of EZA units, which is really nice if you've got the units. Keep in mind over here on Global, this is our third ever Dragon Ball Heroes celebration banner, right? So just keep that in mind. Like a lot of these units, if you don't summon for them on their opening banner, there is a very high chance that you will not ever get them again. Not to be not to be too negative Nancy about it, but it just kind of is what it is, right? I could definitely see Pan maybe being like a support type unit. I really could, because she's not like, she doesn't strike me she's going to be like a hard hitter or something like that, right? Or a defensive wall. I wouldn't think so. Although then again, you do have the STR Pan on the JP side of the game from the waifu. She's actually a defensive wall. You've got LRB Pan, who's a defensive wall. But I could see her being like maybe a hybrid Saiyan support unit. That'd be really nice for the God Trunks, of course, right? So God Trunks, you know, is a hybrid Saiyan. Lest we forget, man, the hybrid Saiyans and, of course, Realm of Gods. So I could see her being maybe a Time Traveler support or a hybrid Saiyan support. You know, that would be kind of cool for her. Maybe she does a little healing. Maybe she's got like a dodge chance or something like that. So we'll kind of see how it goes. Supreme Time Brainwashed. Now, I know everyone is kind of memeing on her, but keep in mind, She's going to help you for Corroded Body and Mind, Legendary GT Goku event, right? So just keep that in mind. I mean, if she stacks attack and defense, game over, man. She's like a mainstay on the Corroded Body and Mind team, right? So Supreme Kai of Time Brainwashed, who was brainwashed by the rejuvenated Dark King Mechagabura's dark powers, will appear in the SDBH crossover summon, and she will appear as an enemy in the special event. Ooh, that's fun. And then those are the 4, right? And then keep in mind, let's see if we can find them. Oh yeah, here. So keep in mind, we will also have Robelu. So this tweet came out earlier, right? We're getting Robelu, Demigra's secretary. Robelu will appear in the Super Dragon Ball Heroes crossover summon. Now, allegedly, according to Goresh, not allegedly, I mean, I believe him, but according to Goresh, she has the most busted-ass kit in all of Super Dragon Ball Heroes, the actual, digital card game, right? So, I mean, she could be busted. She's got the potential. If she's a secretary of Demigra, I could definitely see her being a support-type unit, right? What else is a secretary than, like, a support-type unit, right? So I could see that as well, but again, we will see. Obviously a buff to like Peppy Gals and stuff like that. I don't know where these characters are going to fall in terms of categories. They will all have time travelers. That is the one thing about it, and they will all have crossover category. But and then of course she'll have Peppy Gals. But anything else, man, it's really tough to say. Like I wouldn't really call her like full power or anything. And all of these categories are so goofy and hard to follow, and there's like legitimately 80 categories now. It's hard to kind of keep up. So let's go ahead and move on. So she is going to come from the story event. So Demon Goddess Poutine, who has obtained the power of a demon god from Mechagabura, will appear as Demon Goddess Poutine. Recruit her, so again, free to play, from a newly added stage of a special event, and Dokkan awaken her into a UR. Now, I hope they don't do the same thing as with Salza. Remember, you guys even remember that unit last year, Salza? It came from the free-to-play, or the story event from last year. Of course, a free-to-play unit. And it's like, does anyone even know what she does? Like, has anyone ever really used her? You ever grinded her links? You ever cared about her at all? Or him? Salza, he or she, I don't know. Like, I don't really know, man. Hopefully they do a little bit better job with the free-to-play unit this year. I don't like when they make free-to-play units and they're kind of like, they tone them down to prepare for their EZA. Like, I feel like they've done that a lot recently. Not with the Frieza and Dead Army, right? That unit is actually pretty good. EZA, that unit's going to be busted as fuck. But like, you look at a unit like Veku, for instance. Like, Veku is straight up just horrible, right? That Salza is just straight up horrible, right? Like, there's not really any use for them. So that's the key, man. I mean, make her a Peppy Gal support. Make her a Time Traveler support. Do something useful with her. All right, and then these are the other units that we know about, right? So more characters can be Extreme Z Awakened. So again, these are going to be cool if you have these characters. Keep in mind, none of these characters at all, not one single one of these characters, has ever been featured on a banner on Global, only on JP, right? Because we weren't getting the Dragon Ball Heroes units up until, 2 years ago, right? So, again, like, Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, he's actually really tanky. And then Super Saiyan 3 Gohan is at the time, he was a hard hitter. I mean, he's actually still pretty decent in terms of the damage department. He can hit like a 4 million attack stat. Not horrible, right? For a 2-3-year-old unit. Gotenks, he has some potential. He gets all of his attack on super attack, so of course, you load him up with a support unit or two. And, again, upon EZA, he could be ridiculous, right? You've got the Boo Kid Bobbity. That'll be interesting. I don't know what they're going to do with him. I mean, again, all of these units just strike me as support units. Maybe Pikkon and Baby Janemba, maybe they're not support units. Baby Janemba has that great chance to dodge, which is, that really adds a layer to him, right? And then you've got Super Paikuhan. So, again, maybe he could be like a really good, like, linking battery with AGL Pikkon or something like that. But it does make me wonder about what are they going to actually do? Are they going to have 2 separate banners? Like, what are they actually going to do? Because remember that you have these guys as well. So you've got all of these awakenings, right? So keep in mind, again, none of these guys have ever been featured on global. So it does make me wonder if we're going to have 2 separate banners with like these units and then plus the new other 5 units and then maybe an Easy A banner. I could definitely see that where those Easy A units are featured. That could be a thing that they do. Or maybe they finally open up these Dragon Ball Heroes units to be purchased with blue coins. That could be interesting as well. We'll see. Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta. Currently, Goku stacks attack. Remember, they're both base as well. Goku stacks attack, Vegeta stacks defense. I would wager they would both stack attack and defense. Then maybe like 120% attack and defense start a turn. Although these Dragon Ball Heroes units, frequently they have lower stats and then kind of like beefed up kits, if you will. So maybe it'll be 150% or something. We'll kind of see how it goes. You've got Vegex. Vegex currently stacks defense. And then you've got Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, Xeno, and then Super Saiyan... It says just Super Saiyan Gohanks, but that is a Super Saiyan 3, as you can tell by the hair, right? The mile-long hair. So, I gotta say, man, just on a personal level, I am much more excited, like, specifically for the Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, man. Having those support units on your team that stack attack and defense, that is very, very good, particularly for those long events. So and then I believe, can Vegex like triple super currently if he's on rotation with Gohanks? Something like that. They both go together really, really well. So I will be curious to see kind of how they handle these Dokkan Awakenings. We don't have any info at the time of recording in this video. And I don't want to keep this video too horribly long for you guys, so I'll just kind of say in conclusion, man, this collab is by no means like a must summon. By no means is this like a must summon. Like, oh god, thank god I saved up 1,500 stones for these Dragon Ball Heroes units. It's like, well, if you want to throw, 5-6 multis at it, sure. And considering the amount of Easy A's and stuff we're going to be getting, I would imagine there's going to be a fair amount of stones up for grabs, but I don't know that to be sure. I don't know that, if that's 100% confirmed. Like, how many stones are we really going to get from the celebration? I don't have the answer to that. But, like, would you rather have these guys, and then, of course, like, Pan Xeno, or would you rather have Super Vegeta, who's a pure Saiyans leader, who's probably the next Dokkan Fest dropping on Global, probably late this month or early next month, right? So we will see how it goes, man. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm going to wrap it up here. Slap a like if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you are going to be summoning for these Dragon Ball Heroes units. Of course, subscribe if you happen to be new. We are on our way to 1,000 subs. And thank you for watching. I really appreciate the support, and I will catch you in the next one. Later.